Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use the cache manager or caching in NestJS. We won't be looking into Redis. I will be making a separate video for Redis, but this is mostly for NestJS cache manager, which is available by which is provided by NestJS. So let's get started. So firstly we'll have to create a project. So with the help of NestJS CLI I can just create one simple project. So something like this. I will give the app name as first. You can give it whatever you feel like. I'll just select npm and let it create the project. Now in the meantime I will quickly open the project for us. So this is the project. I'll just open it over here. Now by default we only have the app module. So what I will do, I will create one more module just to show it to you that how caching works. You can write all the code which I'm showing inside the app module as well, but in a real life scenario you will be having different modules. That's why I'm creating one separate module. So let's just wait for this to get finished, installation to get finished. Once that is done, I will show you guys the output. Now do remember, like, the caching which you are using is only like in memory cache, so it might affect your cost on AWS, how much data you are keeping in memory, but it is good for performance if you are keeping some data in memory, so that your app can reply back faster to the user or to the client, whoever is calling your API. So I'll just cd to my app, I'll clear everything out, and then I'll just generate this user modules. Once the user module is generated, I will just generate one controller for the user as well as one service as well. So I'll just generate a controller, then I'll again copy this command and paste it over here, and I'll generate one service as well. So this is done. Now if you check the documentation, what it says is we'll have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this command and paste it over here. So it will install all these dependencies for us. Let it install. Then if you see, we have to add this cache module dot register inside our app module. So I will just go to our app module.ts and I will add it before our users module. Okay, because our users module will be using this cache module, right? And make sure you import it as well. So this is done, so that I don't have to import it in every single module. I will just import it inside app module, then every other module can use it. Okay, then to use it we'll have to use it something like this. Now I already have the code written for you, because otherwise I will make a lot of mistakes, which I don't want to do that. So I'll just come over here. So firstly, inside users controller, we just have to write a bit of code. So I'll just go to users controller.ts. okay, I'll come over here and I'll just copy this code and then I'll explain it to you. Okay, so this is just a simple get endpoint which I have created. I will just import this get endpoint. Okay, we require this user service, so with the help of constructor dependency we can inject user service. Now inside so I will also import this user service. Now we require this user service to have a get hello method. So I will just go to our user service, and here firstly we have to inject our cache manager inside user service. So with the help of this, you just go to user module, it's not user module, sorry, user service, and here you can just import it like this. Now here, this is a very tricky bug. Here you can see the cache is not imported. We don't have an import for cache, but I don't know why TypeScript is not complaining over here. I wasted a lot of my time on this, so be careful here. Make sure you add this import cache from cache manager. I don't know why TypeScript is not giving me an error over here. And I will also import this cache manager over here. I'll also import inject as well. Okay, once this is done, I will just create a method called get hello, which is called from our controller, and I will just paste it over here. Okay, so let's see what error it is throwing. Okay, no error. I'll just save this. Okay, I'll just save this. So there is no error inside user controller. So inside user service, as you can see, what I am first doing is, as soon as this method is called, I am fetching data from my cache with a key name of just key. You can name this whatever you feel like, but there is no data inside my cache, so this will give me undefined, but I wanted to show it to you. I will comment this out as well. So this is how you get data from the cache, and if it is undefined, okay, then only I'm saving the data in my cache, and then I'm returning the cache data. But for the very first instance, this cache item will still be undefined, even though I'm saving some data, because we are not assigning it back to the cache item, right? I'm doing this purposefully. but if you want, you can do something like this: cache item. If it is undefined, then save data inside our cache, and then do cache item is equal to await cache manager dot get key. So I'm using the same key all over here. Now for storing the data, I'm just storing some random integer and converting it to a string. You can also store whatever data you feel like. It's just that I have given the data type as string over here, that's why I'm converting it to string. But if you want, you can store JSON objects as well. And this 20,000 which you see is time to live, like how much till how much time you want your cache to persist in memory. So if you see this set here, you can see the TTL is in milliseconds. So 20,000 milliseconds is, I guess, 20 seconds, right? So I will just save this. I'll just change this to 10 seconds. Okay, 20,000 is too much for our use case, so 10 seconds is fine. Then I will just run npm run start:dev. Now when I hit this API endpoint for the very first time, we should get nothing, because we are not assigning cache item over here, right? If it is undefined. When I hit it for the second time, then I will get something. Okay, so here is our API. If I hit it for the very first, okay, my server is still not boot up. Okay, I'm getting some error. Imports. Did I forget something? User module. Why is this complaining? So I have imported cache manager. In user controls, I have imported user service. Okay, and inside app module I have used cache module dot register. Why is it still complaining? Let me check. Looks good to me. Is user module a valid nextjs component? If cache let me just comment this and try to rerun it again. Okay, it is still throwing me an error. Is user module valid nextjs component? Yes, it is valid nextjs component. Do I have to add this imports as well? I don't know. Maybe I'll just add this empty imports. This should have been added automatically, I guess. I don't know why. Let me try to run it. Yeah, still error. We don't require this empty imports. User.controller. This looks okay to me. Inside user module we don't have anything. This also looks okay. User service. Inside app module, app.module.ts, cache module.register. Oh, I forgot this is global is true. Sorry. Okay, I think this should be inside something. Yeah, is global true. That's what I forgot. If we were just adding this cache module inside users module.ts, then we could have written just cache module.register, but we are just importing this inside app module. That's why I have to write is global is true. Okay, now here you can see our server error is gone. Now if I try to hit for the very first time, we won't get anything. Okay, so here you can see empty. Now if I hit it again, I get this number. Now if I hit it again, I get this number. If I get it again, so till 10 seconds it will be cached. Now let's just wait for 10 seconds to finish up. Okay, I think 10 seconds is finished. Now if I hit it again I will get empty or undefined, whatever you call it. Here you can see I'm getting undefined. So hopefully you got the point. If I hit it again, now I'm getting this value. If I hit it again, I'm getting. Also, if you suppose I'm just running, I'm closing this, I'm running it our server again. Okay, I'll quickly click on send. I'll click on send. I will close this. I will rerun it again. Now given that our server was shut down, I will get empty, even though if 10 seconds have not been passed or whatever time you have set. This is because the cache is stored in memory, and if your server goes down, your cache will get lost. So do remember this. Okay, so this is done. Now suppose if you don't want empty at the very start, you can use something like this, right? Just initialize this. If you want to delete your cache, you can just use cache manager dot delete and pass your key. If you want to delete everything from cache, then you can just use cache manager dot reset. Okay, but yeah, I'll just keep that for you. Now there is one more thing which I want to show you is you can go to users controller. Okay, and here you can use this @use interceptor cache interceptor. So something like this. Now what this will do is it will cache your get request only. So again, I'll just import this. One more thing which I need to tell you before I forget is inside this user service.ts, this particular time, I think if you don't pass it, I think it is 5 seconds. Default is 5 seconds according to me, but it might change later on, so be careful with that. Here again, here you can see if you want to just cache your get request, you can use this cache interceptor. Now the advantage of using this cache interceptor, it is little bit different from your cache. So suppose if I just comment this cache out, okay, and here I will just change this value to 20 seconds. Now every time we hit this API endpoint, even though we are storing it inside cache, this API endpoint is getting called. So if I just show it to you, here you can see there is no logs inside our terminal, right? If I hit this, here you can see we are getting here too. If I hit this again, I'm getting here too, because even though this has not changed, it is still calling our route. That's what I'm trying to say. But the advantage of using this use interceptor cache interceptor is it will cache only your get API endpoints. Also, it won't call it again and again till the cache has expired. So if I just wanted to show it to you, I will just rerun this particular thing. Okay, so we don't have anything. Okay, I'll just run this. We got this. Okay, now if I hit it again, you can see I'm not able to get the second time. So till I'm trying to hit it again and again. Okay, and here you can see, okay, this got changed, I think, because the default time we have not given. I think this particular thing cache interceptor refers to this TTL over here for cache module.register, and we have not given it over here. So let me just change this to, I don't know, 10 I guess. But this particular value was not changed. If you remember, the value over here was cached for 20 seconds. Okay, I think this is incorrect. It should be in milliseconds, right? So if you see, I'm using cache manager version 5, the value is in milliseconds, so this will not work. So we will have to use something like this. We have to give the value in milliseconds. So suppose I give something like this. Okay, now if you see we don't have anything over here, I'll just press and hit it multiple times. I'm trying to hit it multiple times, but I will get only once. Now it is only for 10 seconds, right? So let's just wait for 10 seconds. So I think so 10 seconds has finished, and if I try to hit it again, here you can see I'm able to see it again. So be careful, like the value which was cached inside our service was 20 seconds, but in here it was 10 seconds. So this particular response will cached only for 10 seconds, but the value inside this will get cached for 20 seconds. So that's the difference. Hopefully you guys are not confused. There is one more thing which I will leave that up to you. So if you see the documentation over here, here you can see they are using use interceptor cache interceptor, only get endpoints are cached. Now to reduce the amount of boilerplate code, you can bind cache interceptor to all endpoints globally. I didn't find this that much useful. Like I don't know, maybe for your use case it will make more sense. So what they are saying is, instead of using this, instead of doing this add use interceptor for each and every controller, you can just go to your app module, and I'll just close this, and you can add this inside providers. You can add this particular thing, so something like this. But again, I am not really a huge fan of this, but yeah, sorry, I think I added this twice, and you can just add all the required imports as well. But yeah, I personally don't like this, but yeah, I'll leave that up to you. If you want, you can use it, but yeah, I'll just comment this out, and I'll also comment this out. Even I don't like this as well, because I don't know, I'll just cache it, something like this. But yeah, in some use case, if you want to have good performance and you don't want to call this API again and again for a certain amount of time, then you can use this @use interceptor as well, which is also, I think, is a useful thing. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.